Hello, Year 9. Welcome to week 11 of business. You've got your session today on Monday. There's two things you're going to do today. Number one is the tasks that are in this video and the PowerPoint that you'll get as normal. But there's also a multiple choice questions set on Show My Homework that you can answer as well. So both of those things need to be done. There's tasks from this video and the multiple choice questions. So let's get to it. Now, what I want to look at today is thinking creatively to solve problems for a business. And we start off by thinking about why it's important for businesses to think creatively. And if you think about Facebook, and they've got like a version of an iPad down there, and the Kindle and Abercrombie & Fitch, which is an old brand for clothes, all these businesses thought creatively to come up with solutions to problems. That Facebook wanted to connect people and make people chat online. The iPad was this idea of taking a computer a bit more convenient for you to work with a computer. Digital reading with the Amazon, and Abercrombie & Fitch thought creatively for their shops. They used to have some very dark shops with very cool, loud music and such. So all of these businesses thought creatively in order to stick out to customers. And I want us to think about, weirdly, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And there's a couple of key features about this show. That we've got a friendly host. They have to answer questions. There's one single contestant that takes part. There's a studio audience watching and shouting, and the prizes increase every time you get a question right. But what if we were going to be deliberately creative? We could change one aspect of this and come up with a whole new show. And what we could do is, with the same features, we could change the questions to physical games. Keeping everything else the same, we've then got the quiz show The Cube, and if you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube. It is in fact exactly the same as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but contestants have to perform a task rather than answer questions. And so that's being deliberately creative, of taking an idea, forcing a small amount of change to create a new one. And we can have a look here. This is the identifying problems and forcing the creation of new ideas by thinking logically. So the problem is ITV needing more quiz shows, so they turn Who Wants to Be a Millionaire into the Cube. Well, the Apple launched the iPad, so Amazon developed the Kindle Fire. McDonald's creates the McFlurry, KFC comes up with Crushers. Men don't buy Diet Coke, Coke launched Coke Zero. Tesco superstores saturate the market, meaning the superstores are everywhere. They start building them on local shops. So these are all, they're looking at a problem, and then they're coming up with a very logical solution to that problem. It's called deliberate creativity. It's just problem solving. So what I want you to do, the main task, there's two tasks for you to say. This is the first one. So basically, I want you to choose a small local business, identify a problem that business faces. Now, this is going to be different, and this could be something to do with the coronavirus. A lot of local businesses near me have had to shut down, and that's a problem. So they might have used deliberate creativity to create a realistic solution. I'll give you an example that the cafe near me had to shut down. They closed their doors. No one could go. So deliberate creativity, offer takeaway services, and now they deliver it to your house. So that's an example there, and you can find a local business that may have done something similar. If you want to explain why it's useful for small businesses, please do so. And then a high-end skill here of assess the view that deliberate creativity is the most significant way for a small business to expand. That's a big question there. Assessing means we look at both sides. If we're looking at which is the most significant, have a look at what else is important for a small business to expand. Have a go at that one if you're struggling. Don't worry about it too much. But the first four tasks I think you can do. So once you've done that, I then want you to create a new TV show. And if we have a look here, we've got these are all the TV programs created by Seth MacFarlane, an American guy. So he's come up with Family Guy, set in Cohort, with the dad being Peter, who's an offensive lazy idiot. Mum is Lois. There's an oldest child, a middle child, a baby, and a talking animal. And if you have a look at the three shows that he's come up with, Family Guy, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show, they all have each of those traits, each of those factors that are a part of it. So what I want you to do is then add on to this. Create your own Seth MacFarlane show. Give me a setting. Tell me who the parents are. Give me some children, a baby, and a talking animal. You can draw them out if you want as like a poster. You could, you could do whatever you wanted to. You could just write them down. But you need to come up with your own Seth MacFarlane show to show that deliberate creativity to make the competition. So remember, you've got three things that I want you to do today. The looking at deliberate creativity of a small business of your choice, create your own Seth MacFarlane show, and the multiple choice questions. All right, big fan of your work. Take care.